Topic number 2. Part 1. Post-independence legal reforms in Pakistan. Introduction. After gaining independence in 1947, Pakistan faced the challenge of building its own legal system. Since the country had no laws of its own, it had to continue using the British laws that were already in place. However, these laws did not fully match Pakistan's culture, religion, and national identity. Over time, Pakistan made several legal reforms to develop a system that reflected its values and needs. This lecture discusses the legal changes Pakistan went through after independence, including the adoption of new constitutions, the influence of Islamic principles, and the impact of military rule on the legal system. 1. The foundation of Pakistan's legal system after 1947. When Pakistan became independent in 1947, it had no legal system of its own. The country had to use the laws left behind by the British. While these laws helped in running the government, they did not fully match Pakistan's culture, religion, and national identity. Over time, efforts were made to create a legal system that suited Pakistan's needs. 1.1. Inheriting British colonial laws. Before independence, Pakistan was part of British India and followed British laws. After 1947, Pakistan continued using these laws because they were already in place. However, this was only a temporary solution until Pakistan could create its own legal system. 1.1.1 The Government of India Act, 1935, Pakistan's first constitution. Since Pakistan did not have its own constitution, it needed a legal document to run the country. The Government of India Act, 1935, made by the British for India, was adopted as Pakistan's first legal framework. This act gave most of the power to the Governor-General, a position similar to the British Viceroy. It also provided a system for governing provinces. Pakistan used this law until it created its first official constitution in 1956. 1.1.2 British Common Law System. Pakistan also inherited the British Common Law System, which means that courts make decisions based on past judgments. This system ensures that similar cases have similar rulings, making the legal process more predictable and fair. Pakistan still follows many common law traditions today. 1.1.3 Existing British laws. Pakistan also continued using several British laws that covered different areas of life, such as Pakistan Penal Code, 1860 defined crimes and their punishments. Code of Criminal Procedure, 1898 laid down rules for police investigations and court trials. Contract Act, 1872 set rules for business agreements. Transfer of Property Act, 1882 explained how property could be bought, sold, or inherited. Since these laws were already well organized and widely used, Pakistan kept them but later made changes to include Islamic principles. 1.1.4 The Court System. Pakistan kept the British-style court system, which included high courts decided important cases at the provincial level. District courts handled local legal cases. The Federal Court, later Supreme Court, became the highest legal authority in Pakistan. Over time, Pakistan made changes to this system to include Islamic laws. 1.2 Why Pakistan needed a new legal system. Although the British legal system helped in running the country, it had several problems. 1.2.1 No Islamic laws. The British legal system was secular, not based on religion. Since Pakistan was created as a homeland for Muslims, many people wanted laws based on Islamic teachings, Sharia. 1.2.2 A system made for a colony, not a free country. The Government of India Act, 1935, was made for British-controlled India, not for an independent country. Pakistan needed a legal system that reflected its status as a sovereign nation. 1.2.3 Difficult language. Most British laws were written in complex English, making them hard for ordinary people to understand. Since Urdu was the national language, there was a need to translate laws into Urdu and make them simpler. 1.2.4 Slow and expensive legal process. The British legal system was slow and costly, making it difficult for common people to get justice. Court cases often took years, and legal procedures were complicated. Reforms were needed to make the system faster, cheaper, and more efficient. 1.3 Steps taken to create a new legal system. 1.3.1 The Objectives Resolution, 1949. In 1949, Pakistan's government passed the Objectives Resolution, which set the foundation for future laws. This document stated that Pakistan's laws should be based on Islamic teachings and democracy. Allah is the supreme authority, and the government will rule according to His guidance. The rights of minorities and all citizens will be protected. This resolution influenced all future constitutions of Pakistan. 1.3.2 The First Constitution of Pakistan, 1956. In 1956, Pakistan created its first official constitution, which introduced a parliamentary system where the Prime Minister had the most power, gave power to both the central and provincial governments, declared Islam as the state religion, but also protected minorities. However, this constitution was removed in 1958 when martial law was imposed. 1.3.3 The 1973 Constitution, the final and permanent constitution. After many political changes, Pakistan finally created the Constitution of 1973, which is still in effect today. This constitution declared Islam as the official state religion and included Islamic laws, established a parliamentary system where the Prime Minister had executive power, combined common law with Islamic law, making the legal system a mix of modern governance and religious principles, provided fundamental rights to all citizens, including freedom of speech, religion, and equality. The 1973 Constitution became the foundation of Pakistan's legal system and has been updated over the years to address new challenges. 2 Early constitutional developments, 1947 to 1956. After gaining independence in 1947, Pakistan needed a proper legal and constitutional system to govern the country. Since Pakistan did not have its own constitution at that time, it continued to use the Government of India Act, 1935, as a temporary law. However, this law was designed for British colonial rule and was not suitable for an independent country. To create a legal system that reflected Pakistan's own values, traditions, and identity, leaders began working on a new constitution. The first major step in this process was the Objectives Resolution of 1949, which outlined the country's future direction. Later, Pakistan adopted its first official constitution in 1956. However, due to political instability and military interference, this constitution did not last long. 2.1 The Objectives Resolution, 1949, laying the foundation of Pakistan's legal identity. One of the most important legal developments in Pakistan's history was the Objectives Resolution, which was passed on 12 March 1949. It was introduced by Liaquat Ali Khan, Pakistan's first Prime Minister. This resolution set out the main principles for Pakistan's future laws and government. 2.1.1 Main points of the Objectives Resolution. 1. Power belongs to Allah. The resolution declared that Allah has the supreme power and the government of Pakistan would run the country according to Islamic principles. 2. Pakistan as an Islamic and democratic state. It was decided that Pakistan would be a democratic country where laws would be made according to Islamic teachings, but also with justice, fairness, and equality for all citizens. 3. Equal rights for all citizens. The resolution ensured that all Pakistanis, including Muslims and non-Muslims, would have fundamental rights such as freedom of speech, religion, and equality before the law. This meant that minorities living in Pakistan would also be treated fairly. 4. Independent judiciary. The resolution stated that Pakistan's courts would be free from outside influence so that justice could be served fairly. 2.1.2 Why the Objectives Resolution was important. The Objectives Resolution was important because it laid the foundation for Pakistan's future legal system. It made it clear that Pakistan would follow Islamic principles, but at the same time, it would protect the rights and freedoms of all its citizens. Although it was not a full constitution, the Objectives Resolution was later included as a permanent part of Pakistan's constitution in 1985. It continues to shape Pakistan's legal and political system today. 2.2 The First Constitution of Pakistan, 1956. Even after passing the Objectives Resolution in 1949, Pakistan still did not have a full constitution for 9 years. This delay happened because of disagreements between leaders and conflicts between East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, and West Pakistan over how the country should be governed. Finally, on 23 March 1956, Pakistan adopted its first constitution. This document officially defined how the country would be run. 2.2.1 Important features of the 1956 Constitution. 1. Pakistan became an Islamic Republic. The new constitution officially named the country the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. 2. Parliamentary system of government. Pakistan adopted a parliamentary system where the president was the head of state, but the prime minister had the most power and was responsible for running the government. 3. One-house parliament, unicameral system. Pakistan's National Assembly had only one house, meaning all laws were made in a single legislative body. 4. Fundamental rights. The constitution gave people freedom of speech, religion, and equal treatment under the law. 5. Islamic principles in laws. It was stated that all laws must be made in a way that does not go against Islamic teachings. However, a full Islamic legal system, Sharia, was not introduced at that time. 6. Urdu and Bengali as national languages. Since Pakistan had two main regions, East and West, both Urdu and Bengali were declared official languages to promote unity between the two parts of the country. 2.2.2 Problems with the 1956 Constitution. The 1956 Constitution did not last long because of several problems. 1. Political instability. The government kept changing, and many prime ministers resigned or were removed in just a short period. This created a weak and unstable system. 2. Conflict between East and West Pakistan. There was tension between East and West Pakistan because West Pakistan had most of the power, even though East Pakistan had a bigger population. This made people in East Pakistan unhappy and increased political conflicts. 3. Weak democratic system. Pakistan's democracy was still new, and politicians often misused their power. There were no strong institutions to protect democracy and prevent corruption. 4. Martial law in 1958. The biggest problem came in 1958 when General Ayub Khan, the head of the Pakistan Army, removed the government and declared martial law. He ended the constitution, dismissed the National Assembly, and took full control of the country. Because of this, the 1956 Constitution lasted for only 2 years and was never implemented properly.